Gen X had a fucked up childhood. We were latchkey kids, raised on Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers. We rented VHS tapes we had no business watching, and we loved gore effects so gnarly they made us sleep with our lights on. We were scared to death and loved every second of it. Slasher movies, creature features, rubber monsters, and buckets of blood. Horror in the 80s, that was our fine art. Since I want to get my scare on, I'm headed to one of the coolest and creepiest spots outside of Vegas. That's right, Tom Devlin's Monster Museum in Boulder City. Let's go. Tom is an old school effects guy who has worked on tons of creature features, slasher films, and monster movies. Absolute classics like Killjoy 3, Piranha Conda, Puppetmaster 10, and let's not forget From Dusk to Bong. This place is like a VHS horror section come to life, with every corner dripping with latex, foam, fake blood, and a plethora of monsters. And I say that with love. Let's go inside. Tom Devlin has worked on a ton of horror projects over the past 20 years, and if you've ever seen a straight-to-video monster flick, odds are his fingerprints and his fangs were all over. Tom is the real deal. Practical effects, not CGI. The kind of stuff that we dug back in the 80s. The kind of stuff that made us believe Freddy was haunting our nightmares or Jason Voorhees was coming to get us. The real deal, and it was awesome. Let's keep going. What I love about this place is that it reminds you what horror really should be. And that truly scary horror from the 80s and 90s was all about textures and sweat and blood and smoke machines. You could really feel the effort behind the scares. Before CGI blood splatter, there was Caro syrup and red dye number 5, and honestly, it felt realer, more brutal. I still remember the first horror movie I saw that absolutely wrecked me. It was Magic with Anthony Hopkins and that goddamn dummy. It scared the shit out of me, and I didn't sleep for 2 days, but it had me hooked on horror. I loved it so much, I went back 2 days later and saw it again with my brother. That's the Gen X experience. We saw too much too early, and we turned it into art, into obsession, into nostalgia. I love these guys. Puppetmaster 3 was actually the first horror movie I worked on back when I was a kid. Great movies, great fun. Full Moon Studios rocks. Well, it's time to leave the monsters behind and go grab some lunch.
He thought we were fat, that we got 4 lobster sandwiches instead of 2.
Well, I'm gonna have a lot of lobster sandwiches tomorrow. Big thanks to Tom Devlin for keeping the monsters alive. Literally. His museum is a horror fan's dream. If you're ever in Vegas, be sure to hit Boulder City and tell him Retro Rewind sent you. Now, retro fans, tell me what was the first horror movie that scared the crap out of you? Drop it in the comments down below, and bonus points if it still gives you PTSD today. Penny, penny, penny.